Hi, today we're going to be talking with Traci McMahon. She's the owner of Paso Robles Tech in Paso Robles, California. Hi, Traci.
Hi.
So tell me your story about becoming a web developer, including other jobs you may have had and paths that you took to get here.
Great. I actually graduated with a degree in Management Information Systems, which is computer science on the business side. But we did do a fair amount of coding at school, and so basically I worked for a company here in town for about 5 years, and they needed a website developed, and so I got into web developing with that particular company.
And what was the thing that, the key thing that led you to eventually becoming a web developer?
Well, it's a very fascinating field to be in, and at the time there was really only kind of the old style ASP websites, very basic HTML websites, and they really were developing at a fast pace, and so there was so much great new technology coming into that field that it was just fascinating to me.
Great.
So.
What's your most memorable or your favorite moment being a web developer?
Just sitting with the clients and really, when it's fairly close to being done, the project's close to being done, and they get to see the full website for the first time. They get very excited and get very emotional about it, and so it's a fun process and experience to be involved with something like that.
Kind of like having a new baby, huh?
It's great. Yes, it really is, and it's their own. They take very big pride in that, so it helps, it makes us excited about it too.
That's great. How many years have you been in this vocation?
I've been doing website development for right around 15 years. So way back when, like I said, basic coding has now led into many different layers, and you can take so many different paths in web development. So it's great to be able to see what's happened over even the last 5 years. It's phenomenal.
Great.
Very good.
And if I wanted to become a web developer, what would the steps I would need to take to be headed in the right direction?
The first thing is to just kind of, it's school of hard knocks, dig in, build your own website, do something for your own that you're prideful and proud of. And also what I did to get into this industry was I built 2 websites for free, and basically got referrals based off of those 2 free sites I had done.
And how would I find a company or a person who would hire me for an entry-level position that might lead to becoming a web developer?
Well, the first thing I think that just comes to mind is talk with your teacher. If your teachers are really involved, they will find you, which is how I've gotten several interns here at our shop. Is basically the teachers will help make that connection. So ask your teachers to help connect with some community leaders and members, and find those places that you got to sometimes dig a little bit, but you can definitely find locations and businesses that need help. For sure.
And are there manual skills that are needed to be a web developer?
Yeah, typing are always great. It's a great skill to have, but also I would say being able to sit at a computer for long periods of time and really get into a project, and that's when my best work is done, is when I've been sitting there for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I really get to put that energy into it. So maybe a little longevity is sitting at a desktop at a computer.
And with the basic training as a web developer, what other types of jobs or positions might that lead to?
Right off the bat, what I can think of is, going from basic coding skills all the way into doing what's exciting for me right now is seeing people doing some of this app development, and the potential is absolutely unlimited, and that's why I really feel like most of the programs and whatnot are going is in that direction. So that could ultimately lead into developing apps or developing something on a larger scale that's a collaborative type project. Would be fantastic.
Great. Well, I can see that you love being a web developer, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today about becoming a web developer. And if anybody would like more information on different vocations and careers, you can get that at rotarycareerhelp.org. Thank you, Traci.
Thanks much.